What's going on, everybody? It's PapaStones coming back with another video. You know what time it is? It's Market Watch Wednesday. First things first, I got to preface this by saying I am recording this Tuesday night. I've been working late this week and I have class. So Wednesday's not really an option. But we are going to be under the preface here that there's going to be something happening to the meta, right? I'm going off of my own predictions: a Django ban, a Dark Raid ban, and a Han slash DJ ban or rule change to make the interaction different, right? So that's what we're going to go off of. If I'm wrong, we can come back and we can roast me in the comment section, but that's what we're basing this off of today. We're going to get right into this. We have jump to light speed. I clicked through all these actually just to see with shipping. So it's 80 for light speed, 80 for or 90 for spark, 80 for shadows, and where's the other one even at? 50, 55 actually for twilight. So twilights are dirt cheap. Granted, there's not a lot of people using stuff out of them right now, so I could see why. But if you can pull good, it's not a bad pickup. Hi back there, bud. Uh, Moving on though, we got Devastator here. So if it were me, I guess they're 23 bucks. I wouldn't say you have to sell them by any means, but as of right now, there's not really any decks that are doing too well that are on Devastator besides Django, right? And so if that gets the axe, then where does Devastator go? Like Boba Burn or whatever it is, right? New Boba, but that deck's pretty underwhelming. And especially without Dark Raid, I think that would be even worse. Um, Maybe Piet Red, but I feel like that's one of the worst versions of Piet currently. So I can't imagine a world where Devastator goes up. It might honestly go down. It also has the showdown printing, so I'm not too sold on that one. Luke, however, is a future sight, right? We got the Force set coming out, right? They're showing more of it. They're like 32, 33 bucks. Luke is still great. Um, Probably gets better next set regardless because it is a Force unit for your Force packages. Luke's not bad. Falcon, on the other hand, I think Falcon, even if the DJ Han thing happens, I feel like as long as it's not straight up a Han ban, I think Han's still playable. Sure, it doesn't have the oppressive interactions or anything with stealing your resource, but I think Han's still good, and Falcon in general is in a lot of hero yellow, so I can see why that holds pretty well. Vader, kind of the same concept as Luke. It's a force unit. It's a decent pilot. I really don't think it's that good though, to be fair. But maybe that's just me. I haven't found spots where it's felt great. Old Planet Bomb, kind of the same concept as Devastator, right? It's a Django sideboard card. There's not a lot of red decks that are running this besides that. Maybe Piet Red, same concept, like we just said. It's kind of the same category, so not too sold on that either, but I guess who knows. Han Solo from the new set. I think this card's okay. Every time I've seen it, though, it seems kind of underwhelming. It's like the units. If the unit was a 5/5 or a 5/4, kind of like sitting to kit lackeys, I would like it a little bit more, but it's kind of got a weird stat line for an ambusher. The pilot's pretty good, though, so still a good enough card. Cad Bane, on the other hand, I think Cad Bane's. Why is there so many foils? Why it's all foils? Near foil, near foil, near foil, near foil, near foil. Where is not foil? Foil, foil, foil. 25 for near mint. Every near mint foil is way cheaper. Um, that was super weird to see. I guess people are nervous about there was someone who had marked cards at a sector or whatever because his foil was curled. But if you think your foil's curled, just flatten it. I mean, double sleeve it, flatten it, whatever you got to do. Or I guess you could trade it for the non foils. But I like the flex there, so got a little sidetracked though, but Cad Bane I think is a house of a card, right? It's good into pretty much everything. It's just good. So definitely worth considering. Had a double back there because I went on Cad. Boba creeping back up though. That's what we're talking about. 20 smackaroons. Keep going, keep going. Gar Saxon's playing this. Cad Bane plays this. even some of the Django lists were playing this. So Boba stocks on the rise. And like I said, once the Django gets the axe, which we for sure know we got that foresight, right? Boba goes into some good decks. So Dark Raid. The worst part is like they're still $10. I wouldn't sell them just in case it doesn't get the axe, but assuming it does, nobody's really going to be buying these for $10, right? This price will probably tanked way down, so hard to speak on that one. Vader, on the other hand, also kind of creeping back up to the 30 range. Same concept, right? It's force unit, it's dark, it's good. One of the best force units, if you ask me. Uh, if you don't have them, you might need them. Granted, you won't get a lot of time with them, which is sad because of rotation. Kylo's tie will still probably be played, right? It's a good spaceship in red black. Um, Worth holding on to. Moving on though, next page, what we got? We got Poe Dameron. Still kind of like 25 ish. They've been around this for a while. If you don't have them, now might be a decent time, I guess. Just because I think once once the Django Axe comes through, Sabine can finally make its comeback. So definitely something to keep in mind. Dude, my dog's tripping back there. He's trying to get comfy. Um, Next up, we got Vigilance for 22 ish. Yeah, 23, 22. Dude, I can't quit watching him in my little camera. 22, 23 ish though. Vigilance is good. Boss just won a PQ. Um, yeah, it probably never goes anywhere from this price tag, I don't think. Commandeer for 860. Same concept as the Django axe. I think this goes down once Django gets the axe because this is basically a side to beat Django or help you counter Django. So I think it'll go back down to more reasonable. Maybe not though. Who knows? So we'll see. Commandeer's a good card. Luke's at 11 though. All that just to leave. He was flinging all that shit around. What? Okay. Luke's at like 1150 is astronaut 12 if you want verified, 13 with shipping. Astronomical. This is a good card. Do not get me wrong. Is this a $12 rare? I do not think so, but if you need them, I guess you need them. Showcase Avenger. Avenger's still cracked, right? $20. Avenger will avenge me. Devastator, kind of going back down, right? Piet's not doing as much as they would have hoped, I'm assuming. I still think Piet's good. There's a world where Piet gets better once the axe comes in. But granted, Piet always will probably struggle against aggro. And I think Django kind of holds it back and becomes the aggro. So it might end up just getting worse if people bring back Sabine, right? You get outraced 10 times out of 10, I would assume. No glory for 7 doll hairs. Still a good card. Um, Sabine's masterpiece. Still hate this one. At least it's kind of went down a little bit from last week. It's definitely playable. I know a lot of the Luke decks were playing it. Sabine's probably playing it, maybe at least maybe one of it. I don't know. We got commands at 15. All double aspects are good, right? Lando Showcase is goaded. Best card. Everybody should stock up on these. No, I'm just playing though. I'll play it some week, right? And I'll let you know how I feel about it. But it was, it's at least it's going back up, right? I was they're like 50-ish. Said I'm normally not a showcase guy, but what else we got? Ahsoka. I mean, these are still steep, right? If you're wanting verified, you're going $9. The thing about this one is, I don't think it drops off. Card's great, and then on top of that, it's Force user, right? Next set, even better. I just immediately think about like the new Qui Gon Jinn and just abusing this. Like, oh, I'll bounce back my 5 drop. I'll play an Ahsoka for free. Play another 5 drop, like with my because I played it for free, right? Like play my 5 drop next turn. I'll bounce back the Ahsoka, play something else, and then play the Ahsoka again for cost. Like you can just keep making them discard cards. Sounds really annoying. We'll see though. We'll see. Cunning, obviously still on turbo. Uh, we're back up to $10 for Hot Shot DLs, all foils too. Near mint down here for 10.75. Man, Hot Shot's back on the rise. Hot Shot's still great, so not too surprised there. Turbo Laser Salvo, same concept as some of the other stuff, right? It's Piet card pretty much, and it's not doing a whole lot. Even there, it's not even fantastic sometimes, so it's a little debatable. But Stolen AT Hauler kind of just gets beat up in a Tarkentown meta. Like I really liked this card initially. It is a 4/5, but imagine your opponent plays a Crafty Smuggler on turn one. You play this on the next turn, they bump into it. Even if you're on Kazuda, right? You Kazuda, you take another action. You know, if you do anything else, then before whatever, they just target down this, and then it's a wasted. Also against control, it's horrible, right? Take down, power, whatever. So something to keep in mind. Maybe after some of the Tarkentown decks fall out of favor, it could be all right. But that's saying control decks don't go into favor. We got IG2, or not IG. I don't know why I just said that. I was looking at it. Now there are two of them. $11. I think this card's really good in general, but the problem is like it's too situational, right? Like your dream scenario is right. Play your 2-drop, play this, play your 5-drop. But the problem is you're wasting an extra card for it in your hand, which sometimes can be a nuisance. And if you draw it later, it's either you're ahead, so it's a resource, which is fine, right? You're ahead, or it ends up just not really getting you as much value as you would have hoped. So maybe there'll be a time for it, but right now there's not too many great spots if you ask me. IG 2000 at $5 with shipping. I think it's fine. I think even without Django, this is good. It's just a good card. Old Snokey Poo here, 1650. You should have your Snokes. Like, granted, this was the Django killer, but this is kind of just an aggro killer in general, right? Like most of their stuff comes in weak, and this makes it even weaker if you can get to it. So someone just won a sector qualifier on Bosk, right? I mean, still good. What else we got here? Aggression, double aspect, right? Double aspect falls out. Moving on, we go to page 4 here. What do we got? The foil, even the foil Luke's at 10 is kind of nutty. Unity of Purpose, I guess if you're into that Rex deck. Uh, $8? Yeah, about $8. That's 7 more than I would pay for it. So moving on. Super Laser though, still great. Super Laser still the control tool of all times. So granted, I do want those world versions of them. The thing about that sucks though, if you ask me, if you end up getting that from the world tour thing, right? Like the Galactic Championship, that's what it's called. You like say you were to work a set out of it, you can only use that set for another 6 months before they rotate out. So that kind of feels bad for the premiere aspect, but beggars can't be choosers, you know. Well, okay, we're back on Shadows Rares on the boom. Arquettins, mint 550. That's not bad. It's a cool ship, right? That is all PX for the most part. Radiant 7, I think, is actually kind of sleeper. I mean, it's $5. It's not bad. Granted, if Dark Raid gets the axe, it's a lot less sleeper, but as like a splash card in Dark Ray dot decks, this card is kind of nuts sometimes. Like it's kind of budgety Devastator, but even in tandem with Devastator, right? You play this and you play Dev, and they make all their units super weak. Like it's not that bad. Let's keep moving though. Home one did not hold up very highly. I guess it never really went too crazy, but yeah, they're about 8. Nah, 950. We'll call it 950. Almost $10 for home one. We gotta get moving. We don't want this to be an all-day event now, do we? Victor leader. Oof. Okay, 5s. I guess that's free shipping at that. So yeah, it's still about 5 though. It's not bad. Poe Dameron, the Ghost. I still think this card's bad. 333 plus shipping, 5-ish, I guess. I don't think it's worth that. Um, what else we got here? Ooh, hey, I pulled one of these, bruh. Let's go. I've got one of this and one of the regular version now. $20. It's not bad. 21, 25 if you want verified. It's super good looking, I think. Like I said, I'm a fan of the borders. I'm one of the odd ones out there, but ooh, wait a minute. Radiant 7 Prestige. Oh, okay. They went up a little. I was about to say it said 5, so I was gonna say you could just buy those ones. Red 3 is not really doing anything right now, but it's still staying pretty strong, about 630-ish. Um, the Sabine comeback will be strong once the axe comes through. Like I said, if I'm wrong, feel free to roast me in the comments, but I've got a feeling, just like everybody else, that something's about to change. We got Death Star plans. No real good spot for it right now. I'm waiting for it, but right now, probably not. I just don't see a world. Um, what else we got? Ayala. This is a Force user. Gotta keep that in mind. Basically, anything you're looking at from old sets, if it's Force user, it has the potential to be played, right? Just because it's going to be a Force set on the way. So keep that in mind while looking to pick things up. Same with like Darth Maul here, right? Um, Granted, I personally don't like this card. However, in an ECL deck, it's fine, right? But you probably want to play that new Force base unless they give you cards to generate the Force. But then it's a lot more niche if you're getting it right. So basically, you're dropping ECL for this. And ECL is the best way to use this. I guess you could give it the Maul lightsaber, the new Darth Maul lightsaber, and do that, right? So we'll see. It's still way too early to really tell, but basically, if I had to say anything, pick up Force cards just as a safety precaution. Um, what else we got? Black one, cool card. Not seeing a ton of action right now, but I don't know. I don't hate it. Trench run, same concept. K2. I'm more surprised. Okay, I guess it's 530. I was about to say I'm more surprised K2's in the dump compared to Red 3 because I feel like K2's still seeing a decent amount of action. But maybe that's just me. We're gonna move on. Got U-wing. We will still die on this hill as tradition. 290. Hey, you anybody who's hanging out in the live, we saw a lot of green decks. I mean, granted, there was some Luke Showcase chasers and that Yoda deck and stuff like a couple times actually. I think there's a Yoda in Liverpool and a Yoda in Denver. They were on U-wing reinforcement. I don't know. I mean, U-wing cracked. Just saying. What else we got though? Bob Fett, $2. It's pretty decent. Interested. Uh, you're okay. If you're fine with uncurling your foils, buy this foil version. Buy this foil version. You could even buy the hyper version, unless they're capping. They are capping. Okay, it's one light play, and the rest are like 9, 10. But still, you could buy the hyper versions for the same price as the regular versions. You might as well ball out. You know what I mean? Um, what else we got? Anything good? Scramble Fighters, I think, is bad. That's the price I want to see on some of these other legendaries. Home one, it's also really not that good. Iden's okay. I skipped Invincible, but I kind of like it, I guess. I don't know. They hate that ship. There's probably more niche interactions that need to be toyed around with this, to be honest. Haven't tried to break it yet, but there have been some fun ones with like Home One, that last Home One, old Home One. DJ, I hope to never see you again. I guess we will see. Maul, same concept. Force, good card. Pick those up if you don't already have them, right? Like, Kiadi, Force, right? Cool card. Still kind of steep for what it is. It's not really seeing any play and kind of irrelevant. Uh, if anybody wants to contribute to the foil pile, I still need 13 of these. I will not buy them though. Just saying. Um, dang, 650. That's uh, that's something. And 750. It's a cool looking card. Don't get me wrong. I ain't got it like that though. Jedi lightsaber is also a force upgrade, right? That's kind of neato. Moving on. We're into garbage land though. Jam comms actually though is good. I like this card to be honest. Paying one is always a decent thing. Sure, you only get an event, but you're only paying one for it. Bazine also has finally dived down. It was sitting at like, yeah, 6 for a long time. I mean, now they're like 3-ish, 4-ish with shipping. Da, 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 da. Eject here, really not doing anything right now, and it's not going to be more pilots, so I can't imagine it starts doing anything. Grievous isn't even a force user. Look at all these lightsabers, though. It's probably we're getting power crept out of Grievous range. It's never going to see its time in the limelight, I guess. What else we got? Change of Heart, though. I mean, $5 isn't too bad for a playable card. Super good in Palp, right? Maybe Palp finds its time to shine. Is Palp leader? I mean, I know he's Force, but is he Force in the game? I want to make sure that wasn't something like that could have gotten overlooked, right? It could be an option there. You know what I mean? Um, what else do we have here? What kind of into no man's land? $6 for weekly played Bob Fett. $2 for Starhawk. I think this is an okay price to buy Starhawks at. I mean, sure, it's only for like combo decks, but still a good card. This Judge promo Avenger is crisp. Um, do indeed not have it like that, but it's not bad looking. Tech's still good. Tech's good even if DJ/Han gets the axe change, whatever, right? Tech's still a good card in Hero. Unless it's like, super aggro, right? But Wrecker, same concept, right? I think Sabine can finally make its comeback, so something to look out for. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're in no man's land here. I don't want this to drag on forever. I'm gonna look at the boy. Oh boy, these are way down. What do you mean? 84 cents? Come on. We don't tolerate that here. We need this back in the $1.35 range. Tarful's OP. Man. Alrighty though. This is all I got this time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think, what you're buying, what you're selling. Also, if I was super wrong about the stuff, sorry. I tried my best. I'm feeling pretty confident in my predictions though. Don't know why, just a gut feeling. Yeah, but that's all I got. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.